announcements.
No.
Wow.
No.
No, I'm gonna take you out.
At least your dad just says no. Your mom's like passive aggressive.
Right.
That's hilarious. Oh
Your
my
dad would
gosh.
be no.
Oh my goodness.
No. Next.
You are crazy. Scranton, come on. Go ahead.
See, she bosses him around and me. So, special thanks to Scranton Road Promotional Marketing, a
They
division
are
of Scranton Road
awesome.
Ministries.
Mm-hmm.
They provide swag and promotional products for your church, just like this, or your business, your organization.
And mugs like this. Look how fancy it looks. That's from Scranton Road.
To invest in the city and the kingdom, go to scrantonroadministries.org or scrantonroadpromo.org for more information. You can see the links here. Forget which side, but they're here.
Oh, wow.
And we went to visit their facility yesterday. It was fantastic. Their facility is beautiful. They're doing such a work for the kingdom. And it was fun to see all the people that are part of Scranton Road Ministries. So be a part of that. We got an announcement in just a minute because we told you we were going to tell you about a canoe trip we're going to
Oh, Sandy's watering her flower beds. She's listening to us while she's doing it, she said. So cool.
do. Yeah, because
I love when you take
hearing
us with
my
you.
voice reminds her of a beautiful flower.
You're making the flowers grow with your voice. You know how like you read a book
Wow.
That's right.
to plants?
No,
That's right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all
Just
stop.
make sure you keep it down, Jannelle, because I don't want you to hurt the flowers.
Hey, Theola, love you. Miss Anita says, will your News 5 segment be on YouTube like the Overtime segments? They said they're going to share it on their social media page. It doesn't have a lot of content in terms of help for those considering homeschooling. But Miss Anita, those listening who know people who want to homeschool, I am literally right now calling my favorite homeschoolers who are like way better than me. Like Dr. Jennifer Jones, she's here. Jennifer Morocco, she's graduated homeschoolers with scholarships. Dr. Jennifer Jones got her PhD while homeschooling. So, and part of the group will also include a homeschool consultant, and her career is helping homeschoolers. We're going to do a Zoom meeting beginning of next week, and it's for families interested, and it'll be a good hour of getting solid help and encouragement. So make sure to stay tuned. But if I get that clip, you'll see the kids. It's really fun. I'll share it. Rachel, what's up? Sandy, Mike, Nathan said, no, Nathan, stop. Gary says, good morning.
Nathan, I saw it, bro. Team Brian.
Stop, Nathan.
Team Brian.
No. Weren't you supposed to hug somebody, or he ain't on here right now?
If
Good
they're not-
morning, Yvonne. Go ahead.
Well, if someone's not asking for a hug, I'm not going to just give a hug.
It was really weird. He hugged somebody on the radio. Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't think it's possible, but it was.
Rachel, Yvonne Pointer is sharing our post. Rachel says, good morning, y'all. I love you guys. Angie's on. Sandy. Yes, Brian. Your voice is so soothing. The plants love hearing you.
If I had a quarter for every time I heard that, I'd be a rich man. So, how many people we got? We got a bunch of group people here already. Okay?
Diane
51.
says,
We got an announcement here in just a second.
Ash, can you share the stream? We got an announcement. It's going to be so fun. So I'm giving you time to go up. If you're on Facebook, go. How do I do it, Isaiah? Because we got a Gen Z person. Up this way?
Wait.
Go up here.
To click the
Oh,
link?
no, it's down here.
Yeah.
And click share.
Yep.
And so your friends on your Facebook page can see the announcement. I got
When
problems.
she was a kid, it was when you
I
went on
was
the
not
internet,
cool.
it went.
Yeah, exactly. Teresa says, good morning, Team Brian. Wow, Teresa. But then she also says, Team Jannelle. Diane
Delete
says,
that post.
whoopsie, message went too fast. Cheers and thank you.
bet,
Nathan, this is my oldest son. He's amazing. He wants to be a broadcast journalist, and so he's getting experience here. That's why he's here.
And Kelly was out today, so
I'm
he
not
helped
babysitting.
answer the phones and such.
Nathan says he
And
wants a hug.
So he got up. Not only did he get up early, but before we give the announcement, I think it's important to point out that his mother forgot him
I did. I
for
forgot.
the
a point
second
to make.
time.
Imagine if I had my own vehicle.
Oh, no, we're not going there.
Because
Hi, Steph.
I have a license.
You
You know, it would have been no problem.
That's a great point. It's a
Yeah.
great point.
Steph on
So
YouTube.
the second time that he has been scheduled to help us, and she left the house without him.
I forget.
And so he got her mother had to drive him all the way
My
here
mommy's
in like the
helping
middle
me.
of the night.
Yeah.
He came,
Mommy's
he helped out.
awesome.
And
I didn't
all
even get to
the
eat breakfast.
he didn't eat breakfast. All this young man wants is for her to take him to like a Bob Evans for breakfast, and she's too cheap for that.
Crazy. Matter of
Wow.
fact, she's gonna make me run in and get her food
That's
while
right.
peanut butter.
Woo!
I mean, if it was my kid in here, I would have bought a big
Oh,
breakfast.
please.
Oh,
Mike
no.
says that calls for a Chipotle on the way home. Mike got your back. Hey, Janet. Nathan says, great job, Isaiah, for getting up early.
Yeah.
Sarah
Oh,
says,
yeah.
okay.
We need a Team Isaiah.
No, okay. Sarah says, I had to laugh at that note from Jared. My second son is named Jared and must come to me 4 to 5 times a day to ask for a hug. I did a double take since Jared is still in bed and also never listens to the radio.
It could have been your son.
And Tiffany says, leave Jannelle alone. Thank you, Tiffany. Go register for the Renew webinar because you're awesome. Thank you.
Oh,
But I
but
said I understand Isaiah. Just pointing that out. That's one Team Isaiah right there.
well, but it was Tiffany said that.
Yes.
Isaiah, unless I missed something, I don't think Tiffany's the boss of me.
Oh.
No.
I don't think she can tell me what to do.
No, Nathan. Well, please.
Right?
Yes. Steph said,
My boss is down the hall.
what's up?
I mean, until he comes in here, the bride's gonna be like,
Thank you. Steph on YouTube, what's up? He says he could make breakfast for his mom when they get home.
Why would he do that?
Woo, Steph!
I do though.
Watch,
He's done that. Number
He
one.
does
Number
make
two, she forgot him.
Right.
And he came here and just faithfully served his mother.
Mike says Team Isaiah. Teresa says, come on,
That's
Jannelle.
2.
Come on,
I'm almost
Jannelle.
past Brian.
That's easy. Teresa says, come on, Jannelle, get him some Bob Evans. Sandy, your mom, says, oh, Jannelle, this was my nightmare, that I would forget a child. I feel your pain.
Although,
I'm a hard worker.
Notice
I gotta come to work.
my mother said that was my nightmare, not I did that.
I've done that a lot
Second
of times.
time she forgot him.
Nathan
to do
is Team
this.
Isaiah, so
That's
where
3.
you at?
That's tied up.
Make him beat Brian.
Team
Rob
Isaiah- no,
says,
Nathan just does
good
that.
morning,
Doesn't
family.
count.
The family looked great on ABC yesterday. Thank you, Rob.
My
And-
family wasn't on ABC yesterday.
Oh, please.
Oh, your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Rob, if you know anybody that's trying to homeschool, I'm going to have a Zoom at the beginning of next week with several moms who are amazing. Like Jennifer Morocco just texted. She's going to be on the Zoom. She is awesome. She's graduated homeschooler. She's amazing. And she teaches at a co-op. She says, Team Isaiah,
4.
you and my daughter Hannah were kid singer buds. You remember Hannah at Kid Singers?
Oh yeah.
That's
I
her
remember.
mom. Angie, your boss is Sarah. That's right.
Well, that's kind of true.
We got a bunch of y'all. We got an announcement. Share. We don't want people to miss it. This is fun.
But now Tiffany forgot in those few moments after I said that she's still not my boss, and she told me to hush. Don't have to because you're not my boss.
Lisa Nevels is on here. Hashtag Team Jannelle.
Lisa
That's
Nevels
right.
is pretty much the real boss. And Lisa would agree with me
She is
that
a boss.
you should take your son out for breakfast.
Yeah, she loves Isaiah.
I don't know. She would be in the middle because high key she would be bouncing between me and my mom.
The
My
time.
team. She would,
Lisa's awesome.
depends.
Rachel says, well, if Isaiah was supposed to be going with mom, he should have been hanging close to see when mom was leaving.
True.
Team Jannelle. Rachel is amazing.
It was my fault. My alarm
That's a
didn't go
stretch.
off. My
Amazing.
alarm didn't go off. So it was
He
my
just
fault.
he doesn't want to get his mom's bad side. It was my fault.
Aww. Yvonne says, good morning, guys. This is on YouTube. It was great to see your family on Channel 5 at 11 o'clock. Oh, I didn't know it played at 11 o'clock news for 7 minutes of fame. I was proud of you guys representing WCRF. And did you hear what my comedian son said? He thinks he's funny.
He got the headline of the whole
You
thing.
go, because he really liked it. It had nothing to do with homeschool.
I don't remember the exact quote. I don't want to mess it up.
What, you remember?
He said my mom is my favorite and my least favorite teacher.
My favorite and my least favorite teacher.
And he
all
said it
in
with
one.
a straight face.
Yeah, he
And then the
did.
camera cut.
Oh my God.
It's so funny.
Hey, Marcy, what's up? So how are we gonna we gotta explain and give
All right.
background.
So we have an announcement to make that we want you to join us for something. It's going to be super fun. So it all ties to this week's new podcast episode. This is that sheet of paper I have in the studio to remind me what to say, because if it's not written down, I forget. So we have a brand new podcast episode, comes out at 10 a.m. It's called Marriage Plus Canoeing Equals Trouble. Yes, I did a math problem. And this one is a theorem that has never been disproven. Marriage plus canoeing is trouble.
Oh my
You
goodness.
remember that?
But I did so bad. My sister Giselle and her husband have never been canoeing, ever. Right? And so they're struggling in the beginning. Len and I over here having issues, and we've been canoeing. We've been to Mohican, we've been to Hocking Hills, and we got there first of all, we're behind the entire time, and they get to the end way before we do. I looked at Len and I was like, dude, like, what is wrong with us?
You didn't both have problems with canoeing?
We both had it.
Let me just say, one of you had a problem, and it wasn't Len. Let's just put it that way.
There's only one other person in the canoe.
You do the math.
Oh, my goodness.
But so with this new podcast episode, actually, if you check it out, will not only include our on-air conversation, but what we did here. Remember, we called Len and Sarah live on the, not from the fish, but our spouses. We called them live on Overtime. We included that there. But remember we mentioned to you that we thought it would be fun to get together a bunch of you with us, and actually go back and recreate that at the Mohican River.
Yeah.
Right? At the Mohican River at canoeing. So here's what we got. This is just going to be a thing we're saying here. We're not going to talk about this on the radio, so you get the first crack at this puppy. So just yesterday, Jannelle called me in the afternoon to confirm it. I'm going to get out my calendar because it's on my private personal calendar that my wife and I share. Friday, August 21st. On my calendar, Friday, August 21st, we want you to join Jannelle and Len, Sarah and me, our station manager Josh and his wife Mimi. Also, Kelly's going to be coming with us.
Yeah.
We are going to do a live experiment in a canoe with our marriages. And we want you and your spouse or you and your friend or whatever to come and join us.
At 1, we said, right? Or what time?
You're in charge of that.
Okay,
1 o'clock.
Yes, we're meeting at 1 o'clock, y'all.
Now, this is not one of those where you get your tickets through us. We're not going to do all that. Here's what we're telling you. We already got our tickets. Jannelle bought ours yesterday. We got our tickets for that week. We're going to be going. We'll arrive at 1 o'clock. We're going to tell Len it starts at 10, so he makes it by 1.
Yes, exactly.
We're going to be there at 1 o'clock, and we're going to get ready to canoe, and we'd love to have you and your friends join us, okay? But you just got to go get your own tickets from the organization, and you just show up.
But this is like going to be more than about canoeing. You're going to watch us struggle, like Brian and Sarah, as they kind of like hang behind us because they're going to be struggling. They got issues. You can laugh at Len because he's real bossy and he'll be like handling business, beating him.
Don't be surprised when Sarah's in the back and I'm in the front. Don't be surprised. I got no shame.
It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. And then we'll get to see each other. It'll be very much social distancing. Brian and Len will have to hold me back because I'm going to have to want to hug people, and I can't.
I would love to see you try to fall out the boat. Could you post a link to where people buy tickets?
I just did. I posted the link, and I posted the date and time. I'm going to post it here on YouTube. And one thing is, you cannot reserve time. So you can buy tickets ahead of time if you call them. And just remember, it's first come, first serve, so just get there on time so that our team, which is the Brian and Jannelle team, can leave together. Nathan says, that would be so awesome. I would like to join, but I'll be heading to the Outer Banks. Ooh, it sounds fun. Marcy says, what's the name of the canoe place? I'm going to give it to you right now.
It's Mohican Adventures. And you just got to call, tell them you want tickets. They don't know that we're setting up this whole thing because they just let people come in and buy.
Don't know.
And they used to allow group reservations and such before COVID, but they don't. Yeah. As you know, it's hard to organize events now because of COVID-19. Yeah. But when we saw this, we thought, even though they have those restrictions, don't do group reservations, we can just show up, right?
Yeah.
We'll show up, and it's going to be safe because we're all in our canoes. And, I mean, you better not be less than 6 feet away from our canoe.
Hello. Push over.
What are you going to be doing? So it'll be safe. It'll be fun. Bring your mask when we get everything, set up. But yeah, we're going to be there on Friday the 21st at 1 p.m. We're not going to rush to get in the water or anything. We're going to be there at 1. We already reserved our tickets. We're going to get in the boats and go. You're welcome to join us. It will be a lot of fun. We'll hang out. Be sure to say hi and all that stuff. She'll probably want to hug you.
But I can't. Len's going to be there. Use no rule. Stop hugging people.
When you're at the Mohican Adventures on a Friday afternoon and it's hot, and we got COVID.
That's right.
No hugging.
COVID. You got a tree and a deer looking to the left.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
your dad's rules right there. So please be there. I want to know who's coming. How many of you are going to do that? You just have to take a half day on that Friday to meet us down there. It's what, an hour?
To get there?
From like the center of Northeast.
It's about an hour from
77 and Rockside.
If you're in the Akron area, it's about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to get to Mohican, the Mohican area. It's going to be super cool. We'll get to see you in person. I want to see a whole lot of #Team Jannelle people. Look, bring your banners, #Team Jannelle.
Oh, please.
That would be crazy if she has a whole parade behind her.
That would be awesome.
Jannelle.
Tiffany says, it looks like 2 trips are available for canoeing, or do we just call and say we want canoe tickets? You want tickets, make sure you mention it's for the weekday, so it's going to be for a Friday. Although they don't do reservations, Saturday costs $45. You don't want to pay that. It's $30. We're going on a Friday.
Len is joining us. He's not paying $45
No, no. So make sure to say it's the 7-mile canoe trip. It says on their
7 miles?
It's 7 miles. It's their more popular trip, and it's the shortest. They have one that's 2 days.
Oh,
dang!
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
you can do 2 days.
Yeah.
So we're doing the 7-mile trip.
7 miles.
7 miles.
It's really cool because there's no time limit unless you leave at 4:30 because the bus that takes you back to your car leaves at 7 o'clock, and that's it. But if we leave early, which we will be, we could, take our time. He wants to make this a race, though.
I mean, yes and no. I would obviously destroy Len's canoe.
Please, Len is strong. He got muscles. He's gonna be like, oh.
But you're in his canoe.
Gosh.
So Sarah and I have a distinct advantage. But I think, you can stop on the bank, right? Switch places, and we're not going to be in any hurry because we all know I'd defeat Len in this anyway. We don't have to prove that.
Oh, please.
So we'd love to see
trip number 1. That is correct. Pick trip number 1, 7 miles / 2 hours. There really is no limit on time. So they're just giving you an idea about how long it takes to do. Call them 7 miles. It's the trip number 1, and you're doing a Friday one, so it's $30 per person. Dr. Jennifer says, can I walk along the shore? You can make your husband take you and then just say, baby, you can row. That's what I would do.
Yeah, pretend it's like the old days in a rowboat, and the woman just sits there in like a fancy dress and a hat.
That's right.
And a parasol.
Do that, Jennifer.
And the guy's just like...
Sean says, sounds so fun. We love to canoe, but half of us are not available. I'll look for a brave friend. That'll be fun. It's not just couples.
Yeah.
Lisa says she wants Isaiah to take her. Tiffany says...
That'd be fun.
Oh my gosh, then she could crack on Len. Tiffany says, on the website there are 2 different trips, so just wanted to make sure. Trip number 1, that's what you want to pick. When you walk back to the car, right?
No, you don't walk back to the car. They give you a ride. You just leave the canoe and they give you a ride back, right?
Nathan says, who has a 2-day canoe? The 2-day thing, it's people that canoe and then get off a bank. And
who has 2 days to canoe?
I know. It's the people, fun people that would put up a tent and camp. Yeah. Brian wouldn't do that.
That's that's why you're on my team. Who has got 2 days to sit in the canoe?
Suzanne says, this is why my husband and I kayak. Ooh, that's fun.
You can actually rent kayaks.
Yeah, I rode
you
one.
can.
I did.
You can do kayaks. That's what he did. Yeah. You know why he did that? Can I tell you why? We got a bunch of kids, and he's at this age.
I wanted a workout.
No,
he's
at this age where he sits in the van mad because he has to listen to all the little kids. So when we got there, he's like, I'm not riding in a canoe with little kids. I get the kayak.
I didn't say that. That's disrespectful. My dad asked me if I wanted it. Okay, just in case he's watching.
You were like, I
can
get
never believe Jannelle. Now is the question.
Lisa wants to know, can Isaiah go and be my partner?
Yeah.
It's not for couples. So those who are single.
It's not just for couples.
Right, because Kelly asked, and you were like, yeah, it doesn't.
But I would love to see a lot of married couples see if they can make it 7 miles without arguing.
Exactly, be our model.
They couldn't make it more than a quarter mile.
He actually ran into a tree.
Who did?
Remember, Bob? You ran into the tree in the canoe?
God, just say, no digas nada.
They ran into a tree?
Yes, there's a tree hanging over the lake. And
I remember there was a big branch. I'm in the front, and we ran into the branch, and I had to jump back to the middle. I was like, I'm so sorry. Hilarious.
Len thinks he's so tough.
Yeah.
But he smashed his wife's face into a tree.
What?
He was steering it.
Well, that's true. That is true.
Oh my goodness. Nathan says, I think you two need to place a friendly bet on who will win. Brian and Sarah versus Len and Jannelle.
I mean, it depends on what you mean. Is it time? Is it like top speed? Is it technique? Is it gracefulness? Because we'd win all 4.
Oh, please.
Simple.
Please.
It's easy. But, and again, remember, because of COVID-19, we can't really do many events anymore.
Yeah.
We can't gather people in large groups. And because of that, those limitations, Mohican Adventures has their own limitations. They don't do group reservations. So we got to do this in a really unique way. And the unique way is we bought our tickets. We're just telling you we're going to be there. So you show up too. Friday, August 21st, 1 p.m. We're going to ease our way into getting our canoes set aside and doing all that business. And we're going to watch Jannelle and Len argue, even trying to get in the canoe.
It's going to be fun, y'all. Angie says, all the secrets are coming out. Yeah, and you're going to see us in action. Gary says, Team Tree Jannelle. That's your dude.
So he was rolling, and he's like, there's a tree. Well, turn. Bam!
Yeah. And we're like going toward it, and then I jumped. He was like, I'm sorry. Rob says, okay, slow down. I'm Team Len. Kathy says, water snakes are real, Jennifer.
But Rob, why are you not going to be there, Rob? Come on, Rob. Rob, I've never met your wife. You're a lot of talk. Let's see if you got any game at all in a canoe.
Ask him if he's going to come. He never answered. You asked him the other day.
It's because he's always talking junk. Come on, Rob. Are you man enough to get in a canoe with your wife? What are you doing?
I'm sharing it. Mike says, have a great weekend. And so, let me see. Sean says, Sean, I don't see you comment often. Sounds so fun. We love canoes. Rachel is excited. And so come back and tell me once you figure it out. Let us know if you're coming. Marcy says, oh, we told already. It's Mohican Adventures. No alligators. No alligators, no snakes. My kids were all in that water. Let's see YouTube. We see you, YouTube. Make sure I put the link up. Make sure you click it and buy your ticket.
And if you're interested, you could just private message me on Facebook, and we could all come up with some sort of plan to go and tip her canoe. Just tip it right into the water.
Oh, right in front of Len?
See Len with his hoodie and his hat get all wet?
Him. Whatever.
Does he wear a hoodie in a canoe?
No.
He wears a hat.
He does wear a hat, yeah.
But he wears that fishing hat thing, right?
It's his style.
Danella, yes, this is my son. He's my oldest son, Isaiah. I talk about him often. Gary says, Team Brian members wear pirate hats.
Who's going to provide the pirate hat, Gary? I don't have one. Will I wear a hat? I don't know. It depends on how sunny it is.
Wendessa, good morning, Wendessa. For those who missed it, just joining before we leave, make sure, Jennifer says I would come, but my doctor said I can't come. Oh. We're going to go canoeing August 21st, 1 p.m., Mohican Adventures. Click the link. I've shared it a couple times. And get your tickets. It's not reserved under Brian Jannelle because of COVID. So you just show up at 1.
They don't know anything about it.
Nothing about it.
We're just showing up.
So if you call them and say Brian Jannelle, they're going to be like, huh? So just plan it on your own, but we're meeting at 1 p.m. and launching. Sarah says, you all remind me of, wow, my 8th grade end of year field trip with our small Christian school. I ended up in the canoe with our teacher, and he was so stern and insistent that nobody was to be all jumping out in the canoe and goofing around or knocking each other's canoe over. I had never been canoeing before. I had no idea about how to balance myself in the canoe. Literally, I caused our canoe to tip over within 3 feet of pushing off from the shore. The teacher was so mad, but he mellowed out and we had a lot of fun. Oh my goodness.
It's easy to tip them.
Danella says Isaiah's so handsome. Yes, you do make him talk about him often. So nice to see him. He's so helpful. He's amazing. Deborah says, nice to meet you, Isaiah.
These people are never that nice to me.
Yeah, that's because you are mean to the viewers sometimes.
I'm not mean.
You give this vibe that's just like...
I give an honest Christian vibe. That's what I give. Your mom's over there lying all the time, keeping truth out. You got smashed into a tree by Len?
I forgot.
Where was that?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Pretty convenient.
It happened to both couples, actually, but since they were further along, it happened to my mom. They didn't see it happen to them.
I'm going to have to go next to their canoe and, push them into the tree.
It'd be funny if it happens to you, too.
Exactly.
But that's why I got to put Sarah in the back, so it's her fault. Don't you see the strategy?
I see you're outsmarting people right now. Okay.
See? That's why people don't treat them like that.
All right.
Rob says, I'm paying your taxes. I'm working, but I'm considering it. Let's acknowledge who really talks a lot. I show love and compassion for the weak. I love you, Brian.
Actually, I show more love and compassion for the weak because I love you, Rob.
Oh, Betty Arroyo says, muy parecido, Isaiah. She says, you look like me. God bless you. Oh, Mike, there will be a Bible study during the trip in time for prayer and meditation, right?
There'll be a lot of repenting. I can tell you that.
Guys, subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe, and share this so your friends can join us as well.
And don't forget, we'll find out on Monday if Jannelle actually took her son out to breakfast. Remember, she forgot her son at home for the second time.
I did.
You know what's better than taking me out for breakfast? Is she cooks me breakfast, like the good breakfast that she cooks.
Oh, wow. That's
that one time she did that?
What?
He says I don't cook. I don't cook.
No. I mean.
Let's go. Bye.